I'm with Miss Maka. Miss Maka is my head teacher in the nursery section, and she's also part of our special needs department. We have a few autistic children in our school setting, right? And we also have external clients. So she will be explaining briefly how to read to children that are autistic, you know, things to keep in mind, because remember that autistic children may learn at a slower pace than the other children, than the neurotypical children, right? So it takes a lot of patience, but I'll let Miss Maka explain that. She'll explain the work that she does with the children when she has to teach them to read or help them or guide them through a reading session, all right? Don't worry, it won't be long. Just an overview so that you get an idea, right? And in fact, for teaching in general, not just for autistic children, you have to be very intentional. You have to be very proactive and creative when you're working with children. So when I speak to teachers and I can see that they lack depth and creativity and innovation and that intentional spirit that we need, I don't even bother myself, right? So it goes the same way for parents. You have to be very intentional, because children will not just develop a love of reading from only what they get in school. The home environment also has a part to play. So whatever Miss Maka is going to explain here should also be replicated at home during reading sessions, right? So Miss Maka, I think this is the book you're currently using.
Yes, Mr. Wrinkles.
Mr. Wrinkles. Mr. Wrinkles. You have Chicky, then you have the Shark. I know you have used all these ones, okay? So you can start.
All right. As we all know, I'll be talking about reading to autistic children. We already know that children with autism disorder are not less intelligent or less capable. Yeah, they just understand life differently.
Yes.
Like communication, social interaction, words. They just understand these things differently. So when we talk about reading to children with autism, it's not just about reading the book. It's not about, oh, it's time for stories. No, 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 no. It's not. So this time is he said it is for support and like visual support. Yeah. Predictability and engaging the children in their own way. Okay. So when you want to read to an autistic child, there are several things that you need to put in place. The first one is a prepared environment, and which is very important as a Montessori school. You have to prepare your environment for a child to read, not just children with autism, like literally every child.
Yes.
So, and what do we mean by prepared environment? And children with autism, like I learned from my boss, they don't like too much noise. They don't like disorderly place.
Exactly.
No, they don't want that.
Yeah.
So you have to prepare your environment. It has to be calm, minimal lighting, and then less noise and all of that. So, and they have to sit where they are comfortable, because if the child is not, they won't learn. They won't. So,
And that's why some of them don't do well in club settings.
yes, that's
You
true.
usually have one-on-one reading sessions with them, because the club would be so
Noisy somehow.
Yes.
When you're reading.
they feel so choked up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, you have to have a prepared environment. Yeah. So second one, which is where we come in with this book, like my boy said, you have to pick the right book. Not all books are for children with autism.
No.
Imagine this.
No. No, this is Ezego's school.
Yes.
But no.
No. So not all books are for children with autism. No. You don't read all books to them. There are special books you pick up for children with autism. Like when you want to pick a book, make sure that like this Mr. Wrinkles is very clear.
Yeah.
Very clear. You can see the illustrations. Everything is clear. A child with autism can just pick this up. Oh, Mr. Wrinkles. Not let's look for a book. There is
This one
exactly. Look
too
at
much.
There is Rumpelstiltskin. There is Read It Yourself. There is With Ladybird. There is that's
a
too
lot
much.
is happening.
A lot. Yeah.
They'll get here.
Mhm.
Yeah, but initially you won't start with, even for a dyslexic, you won't start with, this is too much. This is just too much. They'll finally get here, but not at the beginning.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So you have to look for books with less words, clear sentence, good graphics, less illustrations, not too much distraction.
Lots of visuals.
Yes, lots of visuals. Okay, so talking about reading, first of all, when you open the book, or you can let the child open the book themselves, whatever. Now, this is the first page. This is elephant. Elephant. Now you tell the child this is an elephant. The thing is, you don't have to force the child to repeat after you. Yeah. Sometimes they're not talking, but they can hear you. They can. So don't force the child. Elephant. Can you see this? This is an elephant. What color is the elephant? Blue. You can see how simple this illustration is. So simple. The child can see the elephant. Clearly, there are not too much distractions. Just an elephant and probably some birds up here. Elephant. Elephant. Keep repeating. My boss said repetition leads to what? Mastery. So keep repeating. Elephant. 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 An elephant. Elephant has a long trunk. Elephant. The elephant has how many legs? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Four legs. An elephant has a big ear. Big ear. Can you
show
see
me your ear?
Just like that. So you don't have to force the child to see. Oh, now I've just shown you an elephant. What color is the elephant? Can you show me the eyes? How many ears does an elephant have? How many legs? Oh, that's too much. That's too much. One at a time. And where I want to flip this book and the child says no and wants me to continue pointing at an elephant, please continue pointing at an elephant. All right. I think this helps them their nervous system to calm or regulate them somehow.
Regulation.
Yeah. Yes.
Especially if you're reading a book they are interested in.
Yes.
So that's very important. So Maka is reading elephants because this child loves elephants. If your child loves bikes, you have this something like this. If your child loves dogs, so whatever you're reading should match the interest of the child. If your child loves dinosaurs, you have dinosaurs everywhere. He will automatically be interested in reading about dinosaurs. If your child loves plants, automatically it will be easier. Because if he looks here and he likes elephants, and he's seeing giraffe here, whatever you're saying about this elephant is flying over his head. He can't wait for you to start talking about, and he can start tapping the book. Like, giraffe. Now this giraffe is in the shadow, right? At this point, he wants to match this with what he knows as giraffe. So he might even want to turn. Because he knows giraffe is not black. And then you, the teacher, you're like, no, wait now. You see now, these people, you get so you must match it. So this is elephant, and you see that elephant is on every page. It's on every repetition. And so that whenever you turn a page, what has brought him to this book is still there.
Yes.
Do you understand? What has brought him to this book? The elephant that brought him to this book is not missing. Because if you keep turning and elephant doesn't appear, he will move it back to where he can see an elephant. And you, the teacher,
you get frustrated at some point, but that's what helps an autistic child. Yes, thank you. So this is get things that has to do with elephants.
Reading.
Oh, elephants everywhere. If you have plushies that are elephants, bring them in. If you have cartoons that are everywhere, the child.
And it also helps in maths.
Yes.
Like if you have elephant manipulatives, you can use the elephants to do addition.
Yes,
or subtraction.
that's true.
It helps too.
Very well. So this is an elephant. Elephant. Now, you don't have to make the child spell elephant. No. They just have to just visually capture this word as elephant. So whenever you bring this out, this is elephant. 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 They have now associated this word wherever they see ELEPHANT. They might not pronounce it, but once they have captured this, they know that
Their mind just
yes, this is elephant. Just like that. So if your child loves maybe plants or maybe flowers, get this and then another clear word, something clear like there's not with clear fonts and all of that. They just capture it in their brain, and whenever they see that picture, they know that this is how it is being spelled without even pronouncing.
Their mind goes. This reminds me of elephant. So they don't know the spelling. And some children don't know how to read.
Yes.
But because they've seen something over and over again, it just stays in their minds.
Exactly.
It happens a lot to autistic children. So this is very, very important, and this is a pre-reading activity. So this should be done before you open your book, so that when you get to this page, for instance, and he sees. What's this?
Elephant.
He might not say it then. Don't push it. Elephant. You see? Elephant. Elephant. Right. This is a lot of work. Marker. That's not when Marker is done. It's like she wants to faint.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So
But we love what we
yeah,
do.
we do.
Basically.
Actually do. So when you're reading to a child with autism, please read calmly. Yeah, read calmly. Don't rush. Follow the child's pace. There are autistic children are not trying you're not trying to change them. You're just trying to adapt to them whatever it is that they want. You're just following them.
Yes.
Just guiding them. So don't read. I just told you this is an elephant. This boy.
Don't hear
Don't
what?
hear. This is an elephant. Elephant. Please be very patient. You have to be patient, like really, really patient to deal with children with autism. So when you're reading, try as much as you can to remain calm because when they sense that you are becoming frustrated, your reading will become very tough because they might even leave you and walk away.
Yes.
Or not even respond to you anymore. So please try to stay as calm as possible. So that's how you read to children with autism. And so many more. So we don't really have all the time to talk to you about a lot of this, but hopefully we'll be having different series on this, how to read with children that has autism. Yeah.
And if your child just
tuned.
wants to open the pages, allow
Totally
it.
fine.
Yeah. He might open the page and just want
Totally
to look.
fine.
It's
Yes.
fine. But while he's on it, you can also be teaching. This is a parrot. This is a crocodile. A lion. You know, you want to turn? You want to turn? You can turn. Allow the child to turn if he has to. Unexpectedly, he can just tell you elephant or tiger. Yes, oh, good job. This is a tiger and this is an elephant. You see? And once he pronounces elephant, immediately reach out for this card. Elephant. So that he keeps connecting them together. Another time he might turn and you say tiger and you say other animal. A meerkat. Yes, a meerkat. We have it. A meerkat. So Maka is just being as brief as possible. Usually what she does, she'll go through the book. So you must read the book first.
Yes.
Even in this generation we are in, you have to read books before you hand them back to your child. So that
Because
you're sure of the content.
exactly.
Some contents are no longer contenting.
Yes,
So
that's
she has to go through the book and then she picks out all the animals that they will be coming across and she now creates these cards.
Yes.
Right? So you have a meerkat, you have a tiger, you have a giraffe, okay? Then you have
That's
the elephant.
And you find all these animals inside.
You must.
Yes.
That's why I said intentionality.
Yeah.
You have to be very intentional. Then you go over this and then you now start matching with the labels. These are pre-reading activities. You can do this for 5 minutes before you open the book. So that when the child sees it,
You can just say, oh, tiger.
yeah, because even when you're
Tiger.
showing this one, meerkat for instance,
Yes.
he might not see anything and he might look disinterested, or uninterested. But by the time you open the book, you'll be surprised to hear meerkats. Yeah, exactly, you're correct. Meerkats are meerkats. Correct. Good job. Okay, and then you turn again. Giraffe. And please pay attention. They may not be as audible as you want them to. You might just hear it as a whisper, as a soft whisper. Whispers are soft. This one is soft whisper. That's very soft. Yes, giraffe. Correct. I heard you say giraffe. Giraffe. So you have to pay attention. That's why Maka said prepared environment. Prepared quiet so that you can hear yourself, you can hear himself, and he's sure that you can hear him. Because it takes a lot of courage for them to communicate. And when they communicate, they want to be sure that you heard.
Yeah.
And that you're not intentionally ignoring them. Okay? So you really have to validate their opinions over and over again. If they don't want to finish the book, it's fine. Then you can also keep the book where it's visible for them, not on a high shelf. They can't read the book.
Yes.
By then you'd have taught, there are so many pre-reading activities. You also have to teach children not to tear books or write on books. It's a lesson. It's a very, very important lesson. So you can, because you want to be able to keep this book here, and a child can pick it up and read and bring it back, and it's not torn, it's not soiled, it's not disfigured. So you have to. So keep it where he can easily reach it, and then when he reaches out to it, cheer him on.
Don't say, why did you pick
It's
this
not
book?
time.
That's not time to read. Boy.
This job, sir. Oh, you want to read? Okay, you can start flipping the pages. I'll join you soon because you might be busy.
Yeah.
But I'll join you soon. Keep it up. Then once they can just go, what's this? This is an elephant. I'll be right back. I'll, encourage the child. So you have to be creative to be a teacher.
Actually, you have to. You have to.
Basically.
Creative and patient.
And patience.
Very important. You have to be patient.
So that's it. Shout out to my team members again. See, let me tell you, if your child is in Hadassah Hall, right, you are blessed.
Very blessed.
Take it or leave it.
You don't know what God did for
Everything
you.
is for the interest of your child.
Mhm.
Everything for the interest of your child. Like we have teachers who truly know what they are doing and really want their child to succeed. Like that's why I said every child belongs to Hadassah Hall, basically. Every child should have an opportunity to experience the kind of learning we do here in Hadassah Hall. So shout out to Miss Isi, my head teacher, elementary. Shout out to Miss Maka, my head teacher, nursery. Shout out to my administrator, Miss Joy. And shout out to my media coordinator, Miss Shama. Thank you so much for all you do.
Much.
And once again, thank you to our school community.
Yes.
Thank you to our parents and to
Our reading parents.
Yes, this is for you. Thank you so much. And for the parents that will join us to start reading.
Yes.
Shout out to you all.
Thank you.
It's over.